On October 13, 1972, a Fairchild FH-227D aircraft carrying 45 passengers and crew, including a Uruguayan rugby team, took off from Montevideo, Uruguay, headed for Santiago, Chile. But as the plane approached the Andes Mountains, the weather turned treacherous. The pilots, navigating through clouds and turbulence, made a fatal miscalculation, believing they had cleared the mountains when they hadn't. The aircraft crashed into a remote, snow-covered mountain peak, splitting in two. 12 people died on impact, and several others succumbed to their injuries in the following hours. Those who survived faced unimaginable challenges. They were stranded at an altitude of over 11,000 feet in freezing conditions, with little food and no means of communication. The days turned into weeks. The survivors rationed the few supplies they had, but it quickly became clear that they would run out of food. Desperation drove them to a decision no one should ever have to make. They resorted to eating the bodies of their deceased friends to stay alive. It was a harrowing choice, but it was one of sheer survival. As they endured freezing temperatures, avalanches, and injuries, hope arrived in the form of a transistor radio. They heard the devastating news that the search for them had been called off after 8 days. But the survivors refused to give up. They built makeshift shelters from the wreckage and found ways to melt snow for water. 2 months into their ordeal, 3 of the strongest survivors, Nando Parrado, Roberto Canessa, and Antonio Vizintín, set out on an epic journey to find help. They trekked for 10 days through the brutal Andean terrain, battling exhaustion and frostbite. Eventually, they stumbled upon a Chilean shepherd who alerted the authorities. On December 20th, 1972, after 72 days in the mountains, the remaining 16 survivors were rescued. Their miraculous survival against all odds captured the world's attention. It was a story of the incredible will to live, the power of teamwork, and the enduring human spirit. The survivors' ordeal didn't end with their rescue. They had to come to terms with their actions, the loss of their friends, and the psychological scars left by the experience. But they found solace in their shared bond and the support of their families and communities. Nando Parrado and Roberto Canessa later wrote books recounting their experiences. Their story was also depicted in the 1993 film Alive, which brought their incredible tale to a wider audience. The miracle of the Andes remains a powerful testament to human resilience and the lengths we will go to survive. Thank you for joining us for this incredible story of survival and hope. If you found this tale as gripping and inspiring as we did, please like, subscribe, and share this video. Stay tuned for more extraordinary stories from history.